What is going on, fight fans? All right. So remember, I said I might make a video today, right? I said that yesterday. And here we are, right? Here we are. So as a follow-up to yesterday, because guys, I'm always reading the comments, right? I seen what you guys are saying. Some of you guys are saying, no, this is talking about the Fatal Fury City of the Wolves game, which I already know that they've talked about. I already know that that game is a thing. I understand that, and trust me, I play fighting games. Like I play Street Fighter and I play Guilty Gear. I know about City of the Wolves. I'm not aware of that. What I'm talking about is the way he posted the boxing gloves video game and saying something coming up in the next few months or whatever, new announcements coming up in a few months. That's not a new announcement to talk about Fatal Fury, because we already know that's been the thing that they've been using to promote. My thing is looking at the evidence of what he is saying and what he's been willing to do in the past. For example, you guys have been saying that he's been working with Undisputed, which is fine, right? He invested in Undisputed. However, he's also worked with the WBC, the WB, the IBF, right? He's worked with all these different sanctioning bodies. He's worked with promoters, yet he's still making the TKO Boxing League with one belt, right? And the belt that's going to be used is the Ring Magazine. So he's putting all his chips into the Ring Magazine belt. He's going to make that the prestigious belt or whatever. And then they're going to have a ranking system where the 10th guy fights the 9th guy, the 8th guy fights the 7th guy, the 6th fights 5th, 4th, 3, 2, 1 to win the title, right? So he's going to make it where you have to literally climb the rankings and what have you. Like essentially the UFC strategy, but for boxing. So he's worked with companies and then still is doing this TKO thing, right? His North Star is just what the fans want. That's his North Star. So, Ring Magazine posted yesterday. My video dropped yesterday. They posted this yesterday, literally. Like, I don't think it has any coincidence or anything like that. But they posted this yesterday from the Ring Magazine. Let's take a look at this. It says, Turki Alalshikh has announced the following upcoming ventures for the Ring Magazine. That is an important thing to think about. He's announced the following upcoming ventures for Ring Magazine, not the following upcoming ventures, period. The following upcoming ventures in regards to Ring Magazine, which we know 100% is all about boxing. That's all it is. There's nothing else when it comes to Ring Magazine. It's just about boxing. We know this. Now let's look at the list of the upcoming ventures, right? Boxing cards, merchandise, animation, movie and TV series, comic books, manga. See how manga? Manga is a Japanese thing. It is a Japanese comic book that you read from the back to the front. Whatever, right? A lot of anime, before they're even animes, they're mangas first. So that is a Japanese, very Japanese specific thing. Animation could be anime, right? Very Japanese specific thing. And then right under manga, it says video games. Now, you might be thinking, oh yeah, but that could be Undisputed. Sure. But it doesn't say a video game. It doesn't say a video game. It says video games with an S. The reason being because he could still be funding Undisputed. He could still be working with Undisputed. Granted, as I said, he's unfollowed everyone, right? Turki Alalshikh has unfollowed everyone, but that's besides the point. He could still be working with Undisputed and just unfollow everyone for whatever reason he did that, right? But keep in mind that even if you wanted to say, oh no, well, what he's doing is in regards to Undisputed, that's the thing that he's going to continue to work on. He could still be doing that and still also be working on another boxing game. That maybe he wants to start a boxing game with a Japanese company from the ground up. And I heard a lot of people say, oh no, I'm not going to deal with another company that never made a boxing game, and wait for, no, we are boxing video game fans. That's our lives. Our lives have been waiting, right? From now to 4 years, 4 years will pass one day, right? And 4 years from now, sure, you might not be thinking about it now because, oh, you want a game right now and you're so impatient. But in 4 years, when it was 2020, you wasn't thinking about 2024. But we went to 2024 and passed it. It will creep up on you. 4 years will eventually creep up on you. And before you know it, it's 4 years from now. It's 5 years from now, right? And we'll have a game. Another boxing game. This to me is almost a solidification. Is that a word? Solidification? Or did I literally just make that up? This solidifies, in my opinion, that my percentage of 35% we might get a boxing game has now gone up to 85% that we will get a new boxing game that is not undisputed. Now, I still want undisputed in the running. I still want that there, right? Because I'm not saying, like, the thing with you boxing video game fans, unfortunately, that is very different from me is that you guys want it to be all or nothing. You want it to be that Fight Night kills Undisputed, or that Undisputed kills Fight Night, or that like there's only one that goes to the top. While the way I think about boxing video games is that I want Undisputed up here. I want Fight Night up here. I want the Ring Magazine boxing game. I want TKO right up here. I want them all up at the top. So we have a selection of games to choose from and not just one. It was much more fun when there was NBA Live and NBA 2K. When NBA Live was doing its thing, not when it was dropping the ball. When it was doing its thing, it was more fun. It was more fun when we had Madden and NFL 2K. It was way more fun. I don't know if you guys remember that, but to me, it's more fun to be like, oh, I could play this one or I could play this one. It's more fun. It's more fun. And I'm kind of a fan of those games, right? I'm a super boxing fan, so I want as much to choose from as possible. As much to choose from as possible. So here we are. Video games with an S. He is more than likely trying to create a TKO boxing video game from the ground up. And if he dumps a lot of money into TKO, which is what I see him doing, he might get the best boxers in there. And the contract would probably stipulate that you are also giving us the ability to put you in a video game. So just being in TKO would give him the ability to make a game with all of those fighters. And if he goes and grabs the best fighters in the world, and then it becomes a thing where it's like you got to be in TKO to be the best fighter in the world, and then other fighters move in there, and then but before you know it, we have all the best fighters in the world in TKO. If it goes to plan, I have to caveat this, if it goes to plan, then it will be without question that all of those fighters will be in the game. So he will centralize the sport, making it much easier to create a boxing video game with notable fighters that people want. So I wasn't wrong. I have this intuition when it comes to boxing video games. I have this intuition, and rarely, and I know this sounds cocky, but rarely am I wrong with my intuitions when it comes to games that are going to be made and released. Now, you can say what you want in terms of like, if I think the game is going to be good and you think that the game is trash, or if I said the game, whatever. I'm not talking about the game itself. I'm talking about the actual game being made. Knowing which one is the one and then talking about that. I have this thing where like when I have this feeling, this gut feeling, it tends to be right. And we are seeing that kind of unfold itself now, especially with Ring Magazine saying that these are Ring Magazine ventures from Turki Alalshikh. Not just ventures, Ring Magazine ventures, which means 100,000,000,000% is a boxing thing. Video games is crazy. And what I was going to mention before when you guys were like, oh, we don't want a new company that never made a boxing game. He probably going to work with a company that's made video games before. So they know things, right? It's not like they're starting from scratch in terms of just making video games, period. They know how to do what they need to do there. Plus, Japanese developers have this super passion. If the gentleman from Fatal Fury is working with Turki Alalshikh and putting his game on boxing and boxing stuff, there's got to be something where he also likes boxing as well. It wouldn't be so far-fetched to think he's probably fond of boxing as well. Sure, it could be just marketing, right? But why does he, care about it? Like, why does he care about it so much? Don't forget, Japan has a super mega star in Inoue, right? Boxing is huge in Japan. There might be a passion there, even within the development, like gaming development sector, to make a really good boxing game. And I think Turki Alalshikh is bringing that together. I'm telling you, I'm excited. I truly am excited. And I don't think I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong in this assumption. Too much circumstantial evidence is pointing to that. Video games with an S. Ring Magazine Ventures. Ring Magazine being the belt that you win in the TKO League. The one belt that you can win in the TKO League. Him saying, announcements coming in the next few months. We already know about Fatal Fury, so that ain't an announcement. That ain't a video game announcement coming in because we know about it already. So this announcement is something new. It's something new. I'm pretty convinced. I'm around 85% now that we might be getting a new boxing game. He might still continue to work with Undisputed, obviously, but we might be getting a new boxing game. The same way he might still continue to work with these sanctioning bodies, but we still getting TKO. It's the same exact thing. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Again, I've read your comments before, so I hopefully I've answered the majority of like the things that have floated to the top where most people are asking. This is what I feel is going on right now. But let's see if I'm right or wrong. I just know that the Japanese passion for making games and making them like good is really strong. I've experienced that before with Boxers Road. That was made in 2007, but a lot of boxing games in modern times can't hold a candle to how detailed Boxers Road was. Anyways, from the gameplay to the career mode. So, anyways, until the next one, guys, hit that subscribe. Again, you never know when I'm going to make a video. I might make a video tomorrow. You never know. So hit that subscribe. Hit the like on this video. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.